wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Eight yards to go on second down. Here's a give to Fournette. Powers through him. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Hey, watch Ozzie.
Now Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this 1st quarter already. And now after that completion, they're set up 1st and goal.
Steps away to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Keyshawn Vaughn. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. 6-0 our score after 1. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Bernard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brady going to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Succop for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Running left, it's Henry. Pushes him over. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give to Henry. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carry now for Derrick Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The final shot before half for Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Henry again on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Levante David in on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Tackle made by Everson Griffin. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off of play action. Tagovailoa eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. That's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. First down and much more for Henry. He's still barreling through. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Bernard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Again, here's Bernard. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Airing this one out for Evans. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On third down, Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Tua. He's got Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. A nice run there on first down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7. To Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A first down carry for Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tua. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Buccaneers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road